There's nothing better than your own personal library of crafting books to keep you busy, informed, and inspired during these times at home. These are just a few of my favorites that I'd like to share with you. This one I've had since the 70s by the famous Barbara Walker, and luckily Schoolhouse Press has reprinted them, so they're still available for those starting out in knitting. Two invaluable books that I refer to all the time, Increase Decreasing. There's 99 step-by-step methods, beautifully photographed with excellent information. Something I carry with me in my knitting bag when I'm out and about. And Cast On Bind Off. There are 54 step-by-step methods. I've probably tried about 5 of them, but it's one I keep going back to. Two of my favourite crocheting books by Edie Ekman, Beyond the Square. So all sorts of motifs that can be turned into blankets, scarves, and excellent information and colorways in there. And then of course her Around the Corner crochet borders, so that you can finish off any blanket that you might be making. And again, these work in very fine yarn, or you can make it in chunky wool, so it's up to you and the hook and the project you're working on. This one I just thought I'd show you for fun. I've had this one in my library for at least 40 years, and it's one I've used for the children. Not a whole lot that I would probably make now, but there's certainly some excellent techniques and ideas in it. Isn't that cute? Another one that's out of print, but I was very lucky to get it signed by the author, including a little card. One of the most definitive books on traditional knitting. Another one signed by the author, especially for me, Knitted Dolls from Aaron and Carlos. Sweet little book. And of course we all know them from their YouTube channel, and really worth watching in these times. My go-to for sock knitting. It has all sorts of methods for toe up, top down, different heels. It's no longer available in hardback, but we still have it in the softback. So you can make all sorts of socks just using this one book. Another lovely one to have is Crochet One Skein Wonders. Good way to use up your yarn stash. It's not just for babies. There's all sorts of interesting projects in there. My favourite method of knitting sweaters, top down. You could fit as you go. At the moment, this might be out of stock everywhere. We're trying to chase it down, which is a good reason to buy a book when you see it and want it, because they don't always hang around. Well, they don't hang around forever. A stitch dictionary. I have 4 or 5 in my collection. Great reference if you want to do a little bit personalizing of other patterns or creating your own. Well, that's just a quick look. I'm sure we all have our favorite go-to books that we love to use, and